and every tune seems to sound just right. It's absolutely the place to be, making Wicky Wacky down in Waikiki.
What do you mean come down off the trapeze into the sawdust? That's circus talk.
You're gonna like it a lot. And it's far away.
That's not right.
I didn't want to see you with her. I trusted her with you. I trusted you with her. Man, we spent all day getting her furniture. Her mattress. She ain't gonna get to use it now.
You wouldn't blame me if you could be making Wicky Wacky.
And I danced fantastic so that he knew if he would have, got me to dig him, he would have had it out of sight. But because he took it, I was awful. And that's how much I love you. I wouldn't let them hurt you.
You never saw dresses of straw like they're wearing there.
Andy Warhol made dozens of underground films in the 1960s, but a near-fatal shooting in '68 made him slow down and start keeping his distance from the more unstable people around him. While recovering, he learned that Midnight Cowboy, an upcoming Hollywood movie about a male prostitute, was using many of his entourage as extras. He and his protege Paul Morrissey planned to get their own feature completed and released first.
And all those dances they do, there's nothing you can compare. What a revelation of Waikiki with blue eyes.
Flesh is the first film in a series that Morrissey made under Warhol's banner, reacting to the countercultural revolutions of the 60s. The others are Trash, Women in Revolt, and Heat. Their common elements include guerrilla shooting, improvised dialogue, social satire, and the theme of desperation as characters do whatever it takes to get by. Flesh unfolds in a single day, as Joe D'Alessandro plays a fictionalized version of himself, hustling for money to support his wife and child. His real-life infant son appears with him in one scene. The opening shot seems to reference Warhol's notorious film Sleep, and suggests that Morrissey is taking the Warhol brand in his own direction.
Morocco was inspired by the Orient. Here she's shown in chiffon negligee embroidered in silver.
The film alternates between sequences of docudrama, comedy, and genuine poignancy.
Too bad if dry skin causes your lines and wrinkles too soon.
Are you referring to me?
I'm a big star now. Listen, I got a lot of important things to do.
You're a big star. You? Yeah. You're a big star. Mouse Time USA.
Oh, fuck off.
Fuck off. Fuck off. Jesse! You little lesbian! I'll kill you! He left me! You ruined it for me! I wanted it.
Morrissey believed in stars and vivid personalities, as in Hollywood's studio system. There are three distinct character types in his films: neurotic women, drag queens, and Joe D'Alessandro.
Don't worry, it's cool.
Well, I mean, it's
Okay.
When Warhol and Morrissey discovered D'Alessandro, he was a bisexual street urchin and sometime beefcake model still in his teens. His ease before the camera and his aloof persona made him fascinating to filmmakers and audiences.
Steady head movement.
Morrissey used the mechanics of filmmaking as part of the film's aesthetic, such as the popping soundtrack and the flash frames retained from his in-camera editing. The result is a fusion of narrative and documentary techniques, creating a twilight reality that exists only on the screen when the film is projected.
What are you going to do? So, where are you going to go? You going to go home or what?
I can't go home till 8 o'clock. When I can get home, because that person, gets a little upset when I go home.
In Trash, Joe, the former stud, is now an impotent junkie on a continual mission to find or steal things he can convert into drug money.
What are you doing here?
Just visiting. checking out the place.
Visiting.
Just come to see what there was here that I could use at my house.
I just want to know.
His girlfriend is played by Holly Woodlawn, the first transgender actress to play the lead role in a feature film.
What if I just tried one more time? I mean, what if we both tried?
I don't know. What's it gonna prove if we do?
I just thought that maybe it would make things better.
Yeah. Why not? It starts to look like a bum. Big, juicy bum. Do I get loose?
Veteran director George Cukor was so impressed with her performance that he tried to get her an Academy Award nomination. Rolling Stone magazine called Trash the best film of 1970.
Listen, I found this fabulous chest of drawers in front of a church today. You help me with it? It's big and it looks like it's worth a lot of money.
Another piece of money.
No, it's not junk. No, it really looks like it's worth a lot of money.
So where do they keep us? Where do they keep us? Behind the typewriters, behind the stove, behind the coffee pot.
Women in Revolt features Jackie Curtis and Candy Darling, the rough-hewn fledgling drag queens from Flesh, now fully developed and center stage and loving every minute of it.
What do you think this thing is about women's liberation? To teach us to be free. They're gonna think we're lesbians. No, they're not gonna think we're lesbians, Holly.
Some see this film as a mockery of the mentally ill Valerie Solanas, who had shot Warhol in '68. And the notion of men in drag spouting feminist doctrine pushes the film beyond satire into surrealism.
Who made this blank?
Betsy Ross.
Oh, woman.
Listen, waste of our time and women had someplace, somehow, something to do. God damn it, we're tired of you fucking men.
A girl that stopped at nothing, including lesbianism, to get to the top. I don't think you're a blonde on a bum trip. I think you're a bum on a blonde trip.
Get out.
Each of the 4 films explore different types of hustling: prostitution, heroin, politics, and celebrity.
I hope that when Bonnie gets out of the hospital, you'll call me and tell me, because I'm not going to be responsible.
Yeah, I don't blame you.
Hasn't been easy for me.
After 3 films set in New York, Heat relocates to Hollywood, with Joe portrayed as a failed actor now just trying to land a rich sugar mama in a loose parody of Sunset Boulevard.
Hey, look. Is that Joey Davis? Uh-huh, that's him. Ain't he pretty? No. You don't think so? No. Beautiful. What do you know? What do you know? What have you lived to know what beautiful is?
Unlike Warhol's movies, the series by Morrissey was not really underground. The films, played in theaters and festivals, were reviewed by critics and even turned a profit. Morrissey's aim was to parody the pretensions of 60s art cinema as well as the self-righteousness of hippie culture. He critiques the drug scene and how so many young people abandoned their families only to form makeshift surrogate family units, gangs, and cults that were no less oppressive.
I don't want you to go around telling people you're a lesbian, because you're not a lesbian. This is a temporary thing, okay? A lot of young girls who have emotional problems, and let's face it, Jesse, I mean, you certainly have emotional problems.
Someplace in
Each film is progressively more polished, with Heat even replacing the drag queens with a professional actress, Sylvia Miles, who ironically had also appeared in Midnight Cowboy.
We've been so comfortable. I need you, Joe. Doesn't that mean anything to you? From me, please.
But it forgoes the charm of the earlier films, which remain a unique snapshot of time and place, and commemorate the endearing streetwise camp humor of people living on the edge of society in urban New York in the 60s and 70s.
my own house. Now you get out. You're dyke.
You're really too much.